All right, hello, good morning, Two-Stroke Turbo channel fans. We are back in the shop after our wonderful vacation to the North Cascades. You will not see Stella in this video, the shop dog, because she's still at Grandma's. She's on vacation as well. She'll be back later today, so stay tuned for that. I got a couple of free minutes. I want to follow up on the stolen CRV recovery and its revival. So let's see. Where do I begin? So it belonged to a customer. It was stolen. It was sold. While it was stolen, some guy stole it, sold it to a lady who was living in it. Anyhow, it had no exhaust system when it came back, no Cali converter, no muffler, no resonator, no exhaust at all. The head gasket was blown, and there was wood jammed in between the rim and the tire. Somebody got it stuck, I think, in a ravine, and they tried really hard to get it unstuck, so they over-revved the engine for a long period of time, blew the head gasket. Short story, the customer gave me the car. I applied credit for the car towards another car that I had, the little S10, the blue one, which I sold to her. That got stolen, and that got returned to me. So it's this perpetual thing. She now has another car. She got insurance money from that. So we're all good. I'm still trying to get this thing together. It's been sitting for a year. You can see the rust on the rotors. Look at that. Just from rolling it in and out of the shop, it's been real crunchy. So I rebuilt the head, or had the head rebuilt. New timing belt, all new gaskets. I milled the head a little bit. Went to go start it up, no spark. And I don't know why, but it sat for a year. There was a bunch of corrosion in the distributor. I could not get it to fire. I had a couple of used distributors from other CRVs I've worked on, but they weren't great. They would only work while the engine was cold, and we got to have the engine working. So new distributor, it then fired up on 3 cylinders. And I'm like, what the heck? So I did a compression test. We have 220 PSI all the way across the board, which is great news. We had an injector go bad. So I put a new injector in it, and 4 cylinders. We have 4 cylinders working. It's running finally. Now, I bought a set of injectors off online, $38 for a set of 4. So I just replaced the one. I'm going to go back and I'm going to replace the other 3 because I'm like, what have I got to lose there? So hopefully those injectors, being so cheap, actually work. And then I'm going to replace the fuel filter and put the radiator back in it and take it for a drive. But that's where we are now. So let's put the other 3 injectors in and see how she runs. Okay, so we got the covers back on, the induction, whatever that thing is called. I think it's a resonator plenum. We're gonna hook the battery up. Hopefully we got enough juice to start this thing. Let's get that hooked up. We have the firing order correct. We did a compression test. We have over 200 PSI in all cylinders. We had a bad injector. It was only running on 3. Still missing a hardware bolt here, and I've got a few things to tally up. There's no radiator yet. I just want to see if it'll start. Hopefully there's no check engine light. There's no rattles. There's no knocks. Come on, baby. Give me some love here. Turn the key on here. Okay. Come on, 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 come on. We're running very low. Check engine lights on. Great. I think I'm going to give it a second here for those fuel injectors to warm up. It is running bad. What the what? Something's not right. Okay, so she just kind of smoothed out. I don't know what was up. That's running bad again. Those new injectors might not be any good. Sort of running smooth. No, it's not running smooth. Okay, so I should have known better. The reviews on those fuel injectors that were super cheap. Cheap, not necessarily equaling good. There was a couple of reviews that said they weren't any good. A couple of them were dead. It actually runs worse with the new injectors than it did with 3 old injectors and 1 new injector. I don't know. I'm gonna order a radiator, and then once we get it all, maybe they're just cleaner. I don't know. It's not too hard to swap them out. I still have them, so I'm going to put this away for now, but this is on the road to recovery. It is another progress report. It has taken a long time. It's been a year now, year and a half. So hopefully this thing will get back on the road soon. Then I got to figure out what to do about the paint because that bothers me. There's a dent here. Peeling clear, peeling clear. Can't have that. It's got to be nice. All right. Thanks for checking in. Road to recovery here on the red Honda CR-V. All right. I couldn't live with it. I couldn't stand it. I had to put the old injectors back in. It just bothered me. This thing ran so bad with brand new injectors. I know that one of the new injectors works fine, and it was running on 4 cylinders, but I wanted to put in the new ones just because they're new and they're paid for, and I thought they'd be clean, but it turns out that they weren't. So they were so cheap that the price of one injector was less. The price of 4 injectors, the cheap ones, were less than one brand new one. So I'm not too upset, but it just bums me out that 2 or 3 of the new injectors were bad right out of the box. And like I said, the reviews that I read said another guy had the same problem. So I'm not too surprised. I'm going to put these in. I robbed the new seals off of the new injectors and put them on the old injectors. Just have 1 new injector and 3 old injectors. We'll see how she runs. All right, let's try this one more time. 3 used injectors with 206,000 miles and 1 new injector with no miles. Let's hope that they all work. Jeez, it's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, I still got a miss. What the? It's a little better. Still got a miss. Oh, it's pretty smooth. That's better. Not perfect. Better. I think it's going to be good. That's definitely better. Yeah, that's smooth now. Yep. I think I fixed it. That's nice. That's the way it should run.